So today we talk about creating an irresistible offer. So first thing I want you guys to do is always remember, right? Never rely on your gut feel solely, all right? Gut feel can be important, but always do your research. So LSI graph is one of the ones that you guys are aware of to find out how many keyword searches there are per month, right? So that you know whether there's a demand for your product or your offer. Second thing is I just found this new software, which I haven't actually tried yet, but I learned about. It's called Keywords Everywhere. So it's a Google Chrome extension that you can install on your Google Chrome browser, and it will give you, if you type in certain keyword, it will give you the actual number search for that keyword every month. Okay, so this is a free thing, so you can download it. Obviously, you won't get as much detail as you would get on the LSI graph that I showed you in previous weeks. That will give you actually more details compared to this. Like you can actually do country searches and all that, whereas this one is more, I think, global searches. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, second thing is I want to basically get you to go to Amazon. I'll show you what I'll do at Amazon, but I just wanted you to know, okay, Amazon is the second place we want to look at. So we look at Amazon in terms of pricing. This is especially true if you're doing like an e-commerce product, like you're selling sandals, for example, right? This is where you can kind of do some competitive research as to what people are selling on Amazon and get some ideas on pricing, okay? And also the other thing is important is to look at the reviews. Check what other people are saying. Look at the 5-star reviews and the 1 or 2-star reviews, right? So from the 5-star reviews, you want to find out what's good about the product. So what benefits people are looking for. And then from the 1-star reviews, you find out what makes people so pissed off, what makes people angry about that product. Right, so you can make sure your product does not repeat the same mistake. For example, with your sandals, if people are saying on your competitors' sandals, or this sandals fall out or they break after using it for 3 times or something, right? Then you want to make sure that your sandals don't break, or you want to emphasize that point in your marketing that, hey, my sandals don't break, and we guarantee that for like 90 days, right? So that helps you to, because that is important for people, right? Obviously. So if you make a guarantee or something to assure them that they don't have that issue, your sandals don't have that issue, then you'll be right. So that's the thing you want to look for, the 5 stars, and the 1-star reviews, okay? And then the other thing is you want to go to review sites like Foursquares or any of those like Travel Advisor if you're in the travel industry, or Google reviews, okay? Check out what are the pros and cons once again. What are people saying that's important to them and what's not important, all right? So, all right, let's talk, say sandals, right? Let's go Gado's example, right? Sandals for men, okay? Okay, so let's check out one that has a lot of reviews. Okay, so this is a bestseller, 10,000 reviews, so let's check it out. Okay, so right here we have a 1-star, so you can check out like, the reviews based on, well, most recent. I think you can also check based on 1-star and 5-star as well, allowing me to do that right now. Okay, so these are complete trash, just bought 2 months ago and they have come apart. So much like what I said just now, right? So if you have a guarantee that says, okay, unlike others, our sandals are guaranteed 90 days, they will not come apart, right? You got these people already, okay? Right, let me see what else. Comfortable, and they separated the first time I wore them. They can be repaired, but that's pretty poor quality. Once again, okay, that is also one of the thing. My husband wore his shoes out to the boat and came back. His shoes had shrank 3 sizes and bowed on both sides. Very dissatisfied with product. Okay, so you can also want in your marketing, right? You can say my shoes don't shrink, right? Unlike others. Okay, so let's look at a positive review. My daughter wears, they're not spongy. I can't see the huge thing here. So let's look at the next one. Flat feet. Okay, prices are reasonable. Okay, that's one benefit, right? Obviously. These feel like you're walking on tennis balls. So, once again, I guess this also helps with the copy as well, right? What you write in the copy. So you feel like you're cushioned or something like walking on tennis balls. Yeah, so I think you guys get the idea, right? What to look for, okay? In when you look at the reviews of your competitors on Amazon, and this will help with your marketing as well, with your messaging, right? What works, what doesn't, okay? So you can do the same with Google Ads, and, Google reviews, and all those travel advisor, all those other review sites, right? All right, so let's go back. Right. So second thing is to discover what is your unique selling proposition, meaning what makes your product unique. How are you different? Okay, so what I like to do, one thing to make a unique proposition is that how can you create guarantee that will wet your pants, that'll make you scared? Okay, so if the guarantee does not make you afraid, then it's not a strong guarantee. Right, so for example, Gados with his sandals, if you can guarantee that 90 days it won't fall apart under normal wear and tear, right? That's probably something that scares him a bit because 90 days is a long time, right? But that will really stand out and make consumers like, wow, this is like, must be a really good quality product for this guy to be able to guarantee that, right? So for others of you is like, in services, right? Obviously, the guarantees will be different, right? Could be try us for 30 days, and if we don't get the results that we promise, we will not charge you any money, right? So that is another way you can help, create that guarantee that will make you stand out and make more people actually make that purchase decision. And I know there's a lot of buts and ifs and whats, but ultimately, right, you will get a few people that will take you up on the guarantee. But if you have a really good product, you will actually get more customers that more than covers the people that ask for a refund on your guarantee. Okay. And the third thing is, okay, if you can't figure out a guarantee that makes you unique, you can create a story that makes you unique. Okay, so I think for me, a lot of my clients, the speakers, so I dig deep into their past history, into their stories. Like, one of my clients would be like, okay, he was basically he's a photographer, and like, okay, one of the great stories that really catches attention is that he was so broke at one point in time, he had to dig under the carpet to look for coins just to buy a small packet of rice to share with his mom for lunch, So that kind of story, right, really tugs at the hearts and makes him unique to everybody else out there. So obviously that's for speakers and stuff, but for products, for services, okay, what makes you unique as well is, you could be using your personal story about how you came around to create this product or service, right? So maybe it's like one day you were, fishing on the rocks, and then your sandal split and you hurt your foot. You had to go to hospital, and you think, oh shit, really need to get this. It would be so good to have this good pair of sandals, right? So you created the sandals, right? So yeah, that's just an example of how you can do that. Or you can be you created this new product or service because you were at home with your kids, and your kids were throwing stuff, drawing with crayons on the wall, and you didn't want to go to the expense of like repainting the wall, so you found this whatever product that helps you remove crayons. So you just want to create a story so that makes you unique and different. And if you don't have a really good story, try and find certain stories that relate to your story. Like, for example, my wife, she's local from Sabah, so she actually created a book based loosely on folklore legends, right? So you can use, for example, use a folklore legend to create a story for your product, right? That makes it relatable, okay, as the inspiration for your product, right? So that makes your product unique out there. So I think one thing, the biggest thing to take away from today is if you can create that guarantee, number one, and if you already have a guarantee, create a stronger story behind it, right? So that will help you be more unique out there in the marketplace. Okay, so the third thing is, okay, this is especially true where there's a special process, right? So I think a very good example was one of the beers that, I can't remember which one was it, but they basically told about the process where they created this beer, how they made the water so pure, and created all these filtrations to create this amazing beer, right? But actually, it's like every beer company does it, but they were the first ones to actually tell people the story behind that process, and that made them unique in the marketplace. Okay, so sometimes it's all about outlining the process, and that in itself can make you unique if no one else has already done, right? The other thing is, with a lot of speakers I work with, it's about creating this process. So it's a 4-step process, a 5-step blueprint, that kind of stuff that helps them differentiate themselves in the marketplace, right? Because especially, like, say, for example, in the stock market, right? Stock market people teaching stock investing. There are tons and tons of them teaching stock market investing. So what's to differentiate you from the rest? One of my clients has this 4-step process that helps people to invest in the stock market, right? So she created this process which helps people invest in the stock market more successfully and gets consistent results, okay? Of course, you can name it like the 4-step blueprints or the 4-step process or the 4-step whatever to actually make it more sexy and attractive, okay, and unique. So if you can't come, like, say, for example, like a doctor, for example. I mean, how do you differentiate yourself from everybody else out there? A doctor's a doctor, right? A doctor can come up with like, okay, I've come up with this 3-step process to help you to sleep better, for example. Or I've come up with this, blueprint to help you to, feel more energetic throughout the day, right? So that process, that blueprint helps the doctor or the consultant or the chiropractor or whoever stand out from the rest of the crowd, right? So why is it important to have this USP, this unique selling proposition? Is because I guess first of all, it will help you to stand out, right? Secondly, you can charge higher prices as well. So these are the 2 main things: help you differentiate yourself, help you to charge higher prices. And the thing, of course, is to get more people to take your offer. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, yeah, the other one is I guess this is especially true for if you have food or drinks, is there any special secret ingredients that you use? Even for any physical products, is there any like secret ingredients that you use? Like KFC has like how many, like the 11 herbs and spices thing, right? So that makes KFC different from everybody else out there. So I hope this helps you guys to differentiate yourself.